Morning, County Council. I'll call the meeting to order on this dull and dreary day, although as they say, rain makes corn, corn makes whiskey. Just as a little aside, and I digress a little bit, I tried that. I tried in church one day, it was raining, and I said, you know, rain makes grapes, grapes make wine. Didn't go over very well. In any case, if everybody would rise and join me in the singing of Canada.
O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Madam Clerk, would you take the roll, please?
Councillor Mackey,
Present.
Councillor McKay, Councillor Carlton, Councillor Pringle, Councillor McQueen, Councillor Nielsen,
Present.
Councillor Patterson, Councillor Dickert, Councillor Kentner, Councillor Keaveney, Councillor Body, Councillor Gregg,
Present.
Warden Milne,
Present.
Councillor Dobreen,
Present.
Councillor Matrosovs, Councillor Bourdignon,
Present.
Councillor Eccles, Councillor Hutchinson.
Present.
You have all members in attendance today.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. And before we begin, I want to acknowledge with respect the history, spirituality, and culture of the Anishinaabe, Six Nations of the Grand River, the Haudenosaunee, the Wendat, Wyandot, Wyandot peoples on whose traditional territories we gather and whose ancestors signed treaties with our ancestors. We recognize also the Métis and Inuit whose ancestors shared this land and these waters. May we all, as treaty people, live with respect on this land and live in peace and friendship with all its diverse peoples. Is there any declaration of interest related to any matter on today's agenda? Not seeing any. If one should arise during the course of the meeting, you can make us aware of it. First item is the adoption of the minutes of the council and committee of the whole meetings dated July 27th of this year. Someone care to Councillor Body, Councillor Patterson, any discussion? All in favor? That is carried. Thank you very much. We have no closed meeting matters. There are no reports this morning. We have one bylaw. It is a bylaw to be introduced and taken as read first, second, and third time, finally passed, signed by the warden and clerk, sealed to seal the corporation, engrossed in the bylaw book. It is a bylaw to authorize capital works to redevelop Rockwood Terrace. Would someone care to make that motion? Councillor Hutchison, Councillor Dickert, any discussion? All those in favor? That is carried. Thank you very much. News and celebrations. Anyone have anything? Councillor Patterson.
Thank you, Warden, and good morning, County Council. The Hanover Fair is on this weekend, August 12th and 13th, and it's free admission all weekend with lots of activities and events for all ages, and a free concert on Saturday evening. And one extra special attraction and a first for Hanover is the Ontario Guild of Town Criers Provincial Championship. 13 town criers from across the province along with Hanover's own crier, Jen Olivero, will be competing to be named the provincial champion. Criers will present 3 proclamations, which are judged on content, volume, and word count. And that event runs from 10 till 4 on Saturday. Thanks.
Thank you, Sue. When you said it was a new event, I was thinking maybe Deputy Mayor Dickert was going to be in the dunk tank, but apparently not. Anyone else? Councillor Keaveney.
Thank you very much, Mr. Warden, and good morning, everyone. And I want to talk about Meaford again. And of course, the next upcoming event for us is MIF. MIF, Meaford International Film Festival, which takes place on Labor Day weekend, but I speak about it today so that you can all think about getting your tickets. So MIF is 4 dinners, 4 films, and 4 after parties taking place from the Thursday to the Sunday of the Labor Day weekend, as I say. Tickets can be purchased through Meaford Hall, and if anyone hasn't had an opportunity to come and explore our Meaford Hall, I encourage you to come and take advantage of this opportunity to see what we do in Meaford. And I also just wanted to take a second to thank Savannah for coming last weekend to Meaford with her family to our Summerfest event, which was a huge success. And I understand her little ones enjoyed the air show and the Jeep competition in particular. So thank you, Savannah, for that.
Thank you, Shirley. Anyone else? Councillor Dickert.
Thank you, Warden Milne. Good morning, County Council. I am not going to be in a dunk tank. I can confirm that, but I will be serving as a judge for the town crier competition, and it should be interesting. And with the loss of social media and our Canadian news content, maybe the town criers are on their way back in. So anyway, my item I want to share this morning is kind of a good news story out of a bad news story, and that is 2 Hanover police officers have been awarded the Medal of Bravery for the Ontario Police, and it's a result of the actions they took during the fire in downtown Hanover last year. They spotted the fire. They actually entered the burning building and escorted the residents. There was between 40 and 70 people in the building at the time, and thanks to their brave actions, we had no loss of life incurred at that event. And they will also be recognized at our upcoming council meeting on Monday for their acts of bravery. So thank you to them, and just like to give credit where credit's due. Thanks.
Thank you, Warren. Councillor Eccles.
Thank you, Warden Millen. Speaking of champions, this past week in Fredericton, New Brunswick, Wes Gray was able to supply 3 players to the under-17 Ontario team that participated in the fastball championships in Fredericton. And I'm proud to say that Luke Marshall and Max and Cody Ron came home with a gold medal, playing with the Terra Twins Stan Wright Drillers. I think they play is the full name of the team. So congratulations to those 3 fine individuals. And I believe starting yesterday, not I believe, I know, the under-15 national championships are being held in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. And Wes Gray has another young up-and-coming fastball player that is participating in those competitions out there with the Chatsworth Longhorns, I believe they're called. Am I correct on that? Correct. Chatsworth? Very good. I didn't know whether it was Dodge City or what they may be. There's a lot of names come out of Chatsworth, but they're there. They played 2 games yesterday and they're 1-1. So wishing that young individual, and I know a few other players from Chatsworth are on that team as well too, a couple of the Macomb boys. So we look forward to bringing another gold medal back to Grey County from these fine young individuals.
Thank you, sir. Councillor Body.
Thank you, Warden Millen. I note the passing of Gary Wood, and it was actually July 7th, so we've had a meeting since then. Gary came originally from Midland, came to Owen Sound as an accountant, and then moved into the City Hall as Director of Finance, Treasurer of the City of Owen Sound. Left there, and I believe he came as Treasurer up here first, and then became the CAO of Grey County. Very active, director of the Ontario Federation of Anglers and Hunters. Started the Outdoor Adventures group in On Sound that did river work and conservation work. Was also a founding member of the Order of Good Cheer that's done a lot of great work around here. Anyone that knew Gary would know that he was a very, very bright man. Had a lot of opinions on things and wasn't shy of sharing them. And I think we're talking, one of his favorite phrases was, "You won't know this, but," was how a lot of sentences started as he shared his ideas, and he was always worth listening to. I had a great conversation with him back in about May that he provided me with a lot of good opinions and details and things, and he'll be missed in our area. We of course have summer folk coming in the third weekend of August, the 47th, which is pretty amazing. It's gone on, a lot of international artists coming. The Salmon Spectacular follows that by a week, so lots going on in the area. Thanks.
Thanks, Ian. I always, Gary was the CEO when I first was elected here to county council, and I always thought his favorite saying had more to do with horses than anything else, but anyway, he will be missed indeed. Anyone else? Okay, we had a motion to adjourn. Oh, wait, sorry. Councillor DeBreen, I'm sorry. We have 3 councillors online this morning, Councillor DeBreen, Nielsen, and Bordignon, so I apologize. Councillor DeBreen, go ahead.
Good morning, County Council. Good morning, Warden, and thank you for the opportunity to share that the Grey County Truck Show is being held on Saturday, August 12th at the Dundalk Arena Fairgrounds. We are also holding, or our Youth Action Committee is also holding, an International Youth Day on Sunday, August 13th from 2 to 4. We're looking for some adult allies to come out and help. And just a reminder, as I have mentioned before, that the Kite Festival is being held in Hopeville on August 26th and 27th. And I know that the South Grey Chamber and organizers of the Kite Festival will be looking for some volunteers to help with parking, just the kids zone and other areas of the event. So we hope to see everyone out there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Barb. Anyone else? Not seeing any. We need a motion to adjourn from our council meeting. Councillor Scott, Greg, and Councillor McQueen. Boy, that was close. All those in favor? That is carried. So we'll just take a minute to switch over to our committee of the whole meeting.